obviously the media coverage has been a big one, but I think, you know, to have that on board with women's football is undoubtedly giving it more exposure. You've seen this year with it going to Sky Sports that, you know, there's more interest. BBC have done a really good job, you know, BT Sport as well. So I think it's kind of, you know, women's football, there's had been a lot of investment from, you know, England, FA, to help those clubs within those leagues, and also the FAW as well. You know, they've definitely, in the last 5 years, I would say, you know, invested more, and you can see that with the results of the women's team as well. So yeah, I think it's just, you know, don't forget, you know, football was banned for 50 years. So I think women's football is finding its place again, and I think naturally it's growing because everyone's enjoying the product. And I think what's quite nice about it is that, you know, people complain about, you know, a lot to do with men's sport, whether it's like connection with the fans, but women's football especially has that. So I think that's why its growth is becoming more visible and more obvious, really, and also the game's improving as well. So it's a better product to watch, and also you know, a better product for everyone to be involved with. Let's be honest, you know, Wales is in a different place to England football, but there's no doubt that this club it has been the kind of the heart of Welsh success at the international level. You've got some of the best players, not just in Wales but in the world, competing still now for their club and country, and they've come from this club, you know. And the fact that, you know, Michelle and Kaza have put so much time and, you know, their own kind of, you know, knowledge into the club has developed players, you know that loads of them who are playing now for the Wales team. So, you know, it's not only about, you know, the international stage as well. You know, the club is representing Wales week in, week out in the English League, the only team to do that. And I think that's really important that we've got a product like this club, you know, competing in probably, you know, what can be one of the most successful leagues in the world. Well, listen, I never played football. I actually was a hockey player, but a couple of years ago I was asked by Laura McAllister to come to the Vets team, and I can't believe I'm saying Vets. Yes, I am that old. But you know, when I was growing up, I had no football in school. It wasn't, you know, accessible to me at all. So, you know, but I love football. You know, I passionately watch it. It's probably one of my favourite sports. Don't tell hockey that. So for me, you know, 20 years later, I got to play the sport which I love. So, you know, for me, it's not just about obviously the first team, it's also giving people like me access to play the sport as well. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful, even though I'm very, very rubbish.